So this week I talked a little bit about critics in the workplace and how I think, at least, that in many situations, critics are given too much credit, and how so often, at least I see in the workplace, critics get a lot more attention than they probably deserve. Well, it so happens, and I can't make this up, this week I actually had somebody who I work with who sent me some criticism. And it really kind of bugged me because I read it. I read what they had. They were criticizing some work I had done, and I read it, and I instantly knew they were wrong for like 1,000 reasons. But it still kind of got under my skin, and in about 3 seconds, I drafted at least 3 pages in my head that I could have sent to them to explain all the many reasons why their criticism of my work was incorrect, how they were just clearly operating on a different level than I was, how maybe when they had a few more decades under their belt of experience like I do, they would understand the work I had done better than they clearly did. But instead, I just wrote thank you and replied. And that was really hard because it was an exercise in restraint, I felt, for me. And it wasn't until I'd gone back and actually watched the video that I made earlier this week, and if you haven't had a chance to see it, I hope you'll take a look at it, that I reminded myself, yep, that's exactly the advice I was giving others. And so you got to practice what you preach, and this week I sure had to do the same. So if you found that you have critics in your working world, you're not alone. Everybody's got them. I've got them. The hardest thing sometimes to do is not let them mess up your mojo, to keep confidence in the work you've done, and the confidence that you've done good work, to look at the criticism you get, make sure that there's nothing in there that might improve your work, like I did in about 3 seconds, before concluding very decisively that nope, there's nothing here. This person is 100% wrong. Here's some reasons why they're wrong. Here's some reasons why I know my work is really good, and to be good with that. Much harder to do than it is to say. But if and when you can do that, at least I hope for both of us, it will help us win at work.